As the years go by, many people think it's normal to see less clearly, to feel drier eyes, or to struggle to read even with glasses. But what if these symptoms weren't just the result of aging? What if small, silent deficiencies in your body were accelerating the loss of your vision without you realizing it? That's exactly what science has been discovering, and what you'll understand in this video may completely change the way you care for your eyes after 60. You will discover how 3 little discussed nutrients, vitamin A, zinc, and B2, can be the true guardians of your vision. And more, how to identify subtle signs that your body is already asking for help. By watching until the end, you'll not only understand how to protect your vision, but also learn simple and practical strategies to keep your eyes healthy for much longer. A direct benefit to your well-being, your independence, and your quality of life. If this topic is important to you or to someone you care about, now is the time to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who also need to take care of their vision. And tell me in the comments, have you noticed changes in your vision in recent years? How long has it been since you've paid attention to your diet thinking about eye health? Some of the most important details about vision in older age are hidden precisely in the places most people ignore, and you'll be surprised to discover what a specific nutrient can do for your retina. The connection between what we eat and how we see is more powerful than it seems, especially after 60. Now, let's start from the foundation. What exactly makes vitamin A such a powerful ally for vision? Imagine vitamin A as a kind of caretaker for your vision. It maintains the cornea, protects the surface of the eye, and directly influences the ability to see in low-light environments. When this nutrient is lacking, one of the first signs may be difficulty seeing at night, something many seniors blame only on age, without knowing the cause may be nutritional. In addition, vitamin A plays a role in the production of essential pigments for the functioning of the retina. It's as if it feeds the light sensors inside your eyes, ensuring everything works with clarity and precision. Without it, vision becomes blurry, foggy, and more vulnerable to infections. People with a deficiency in this vitamin are at higher risk of developing serious eye problems, including cataracts. A common story among patients over 60 is that of constantly dry and irritated eyes. Many try to solve it with eye drops, but forget to look inside. Are they consuming enough vitamin A? This nutrient helps maintain the eye's natural lubrication, something essential for comfort and visual clarity. In other words, it acts as a constant, yet silent, protective barrier. The good news is that vitamin A deficiency can be reversed with simple dietary changes and, in some cases, with proper supplementation. However, most people don't know what signs to look for or where to start. That's why paying attention to the body's subtle alerts can be the key to avoiding future complications and maintaining healthy and functional vision even as the years go by. And what if I told you there's another nutrient that works side by side with vitamin A, enhancing its effects and helping keep your eyes younger for longer? The truth is, this second ally is essential for transporting and activating vitamin A itself in the body, and you're going to understand its role next, even if no one has ever explained this to you before. Zinc may seem like just another mineral among many, but when it comes to vision after age 60, it becomes a true silent guardian. It acts as a messenger, responsible for carrying vitamin A to the retina, where it is activated to protect the eyes. Without zinc, vitamin A simply doesn't fulfill its role. It's like having a good light bulb but no electricity to turn it on. In addition, zinc has powerful antioxidant action. This means it fights free radicals, unstable molecules that accelerate cellular aging, including in the eyes. Studies show that low levels of zinc are associated with an increased risk of macular degeneration and cataracts, problems that affect millions of elderly people. In other words, it's essential for maintaining eye health over the years. Many elderly people have a diet that no longer absorbs zinc as before, especially when there's excessive consumption of processed foods and little nutritional variety. The body gives signs. Slow healing, loss of appetite, and even changes in taste may indicate a lack of zinc. And the eyes feel this too, with greater sensitivity to light, blurred vision, and a constant sensation of grit. The story of many who began supplementing zinc under medical guidance is surprising. Reports of improvement in night vision, reduced eye irritation, and even stabilization of problems like cataracts are more common than you might think. The secret is understanding that prevention starts before the disease, and that the combination of zinc and vitamin A can be a shield against the progression of vision loss. But zinc isn't the only one playing defense. There's a vitamin essential for keeping the eye's natural lens clean and protected, and its absence is directly linked to the early onset of cataracts, something that can be avoided with small daily changes. you're going to understand why it's so overlooked and so important. Vitamin B2, also called riboflavin, is like an invisible cleaner that keeps the lens of your eyes clear and functional. It helps prevent the buildup of damaged proteins in the lens, that natural part of the eye that allows light in and focuses images. When this lens starts to become cloudy, cataracts develop, slowly stealing visual sharpness in the elderly. Studies indicate that low levels of vitamin B2 are associated with an increased risk of age-related cataracts. That's because riboflavin is involved in antioxidant reactions that protect eye cells from damage caused by time and light exposure. It neutralizes the free radicals that accumulate with aging, acting as a barrier against early ocular degeneration. Many people are unaware of the role of vitamin B2 in eye health and, therefore, neglect foods that could make all the difference. Symptoms of its deficiency include red eyes, light sensitivity, and even a constant burning sensation. Small discomforts that are mistakenly attributed to age, when they may actually be signs of nutritional deficiency. Riboflavin also helps produce cellular energy, including in the cells of the retina. This means it helps your eyes function more efficiently, reducing eye fatigue and improving visual response in various environments. And the best part, it can be replenished in a simple, affordable, and safe way, especially with medical supervision after age 60. But how do you know if you're really suffering from a lack of these vitamins and minerals? The body speaks, and some subtle signs, often ignored, can indicate deficiencies that are directly affecting your vision. Recognizing these signs may be the first step to recovering the clarity of what you see and what you live. Most people believe that vision problems appear suddenly, but the truth is that the body usually gives signs much earlier. For example, difficulty seeing in the dark, constantly dry eyes, or a sensation of blurry vision that comes and goes. These symptoms, although common after age 60, may be clear warnings of a lack of nutrients like vitamin A, zinc, and B2. Another important sign is light sensitivity. If your eyes burn or water when exposed to sunlight or intense artificial light, it may be a sign of riboflavin deficiency. Zinc deficiency, on the other hand, can cause subtle changes in taste and a loss of appetite, symptoms that seem isolated but directly affect the absorption of essential nutrients for vision. The skin and hair also give clues. Dryness around the eyes, fragile eyelashes, and even flaking can be linked to a lack of vitamin A. The body tries to compensate for the imbalance, but without proper replenishment, the damage accumulates. Over time, what was just a discomfort turns into more serious and often irreversible problems. Elderly people who report blurry vision, constant eye fatigue, or the need to increase screen brightness may be living with nutritional deficiencies without knowing it. These symptoms are not just part of aging but rather alerts that something internal needs to be adjusted. The good news is that identifying these signs in time can prevent more serious consequences. And when these signs aren't taken seriously, what happens? In many cases, they evolve into a well-known and feared condition for those over 60, cataracts. But what few people know is that this condition can be directly linked to the deficiency of these vitamins and minerals, something that can be prevented or delayed with simple and informed actions. Cataracts are one of the leading causes of vision loss worldwide, especially among people over the age of 60. They occur when the crystalline lens, the eye's natural lens, begins to become cloudy, as if a fog were covering the vision. What many people don't know is that the lack of nutrients like vitamin A, zinc, and B2 accelerates this process silently, making it more aggressive and early. These nutrients have specific functions in preventing cataracts. Vitamin A protects against infections and maintains corneal health. Zinc acts as an antioxidant, fighting free radicals that damage the lens. And vitamin B2 helps preserve the eye's transparency by preventing the buildup of altered proteins. When these natural protectors are lacking, the eye's lens ages faster. Doctors explain that cataracts, in many cases, result from years of small deficiencies that were never corrected. Most people only seek help when their vision is already compromised. But if these nutrients are maintained at adequate levels from early on, it is possible to delay, or even prevent, the appearance of cataracts. Prevention, in this case, is much more effective than treatment. Cataract surgeries are safe and widely performed, but not always accessible or desired by everyone. That's why understanding the role of diet and supplementation in eye health becomes even more relevant. It's like taking care of a car. If you change the oil and do the maintenance, you prevent the engine from breaking down. With the eyes, the logic is the same, except the oil is the right nutrients. And what if you knew there are simple foods, easy to find, and rich in exactly those nutrients that protect your vision? Even better, they can be included in your routine practically, without a radical diet or complicated recipes. In the next step, you'll get to know these invisible allies and discover how to integrate them into your daily life with intelligence and safety. Taking care of your vision after age 60 can start in the kitchen. Foods rich in vitamin A, such as orange vegetables and dark leafy greens, help protect the cornea and improve night vision. Zinc is easily found in nuts, lean meats, and eggs, while vitamin B2 appears in dairy products, mushrooms, and some whole grains. You don't need a restrictive diet, just a strategic one. The ideal is to prepare a colorful and varied plate, prioritizing natural foods and avoiding processed ones, which deplete nutrients from the body. For seniors who already face absorption difficulties or reduced appetite, supplementation can be a valuable alternative, as long as it is done under medical supervision. The correct dosage avoids excesses and ensures real benefit to eye health. There are supplements specially formulated for older adults, combining vitamins and minerals in safe proportions. Many reports show improvements in eye lubrication, clearer vision, and even general energy after introducing these supplements. The secret lies in consistency. The protective effect is built over time, not in quick fixes. Moreover, supplementation can be a valuable support for those with restricted diets or specific health conditions. But it's always worth remembering, nothing replaces a balanced diet. Nutrients from food come along with fiber, antioxidants, and other substances that work together. It's like a full team playing for your eye health. Now that you know the essential nutrients and where to find them, it's time to think about the most important part. What are you going to do with this information? Prevention is in your hands, and your vision thanks you for every conscious choice you make. Next, let's recap the key points and inspire you to turn this knowledge into action. At age 60 or older, vision is no longer just a body function. It becomes a direct link to autonomy, to the pleasure of reading, of seeing the faces of loved ones, of living with freedom. And the most surprising thing is realizing that, many times, this precious vision is being worn down by small silent deficiencies. The absence of vitamin A, zinc, and B2 may seem harmless, but their accumulated effects are real, progressive, and dangerous. Knowing this is the first step. Putting into practice what you've learned here is the true leap. You saw that you don't need a radical diet, expensive medications, or magical solutions. They are simple actions: observing the body, adjusting your diet, talking to a doctor about supplementation, and above all, prioritizing eye health as part of overall life care. Many elderly people discover too late that they could have avoided or delayed problems like cataracts if they had listened to the body's signals in time. Now, with the right information, you can do things differently, for yourself, for your vision, and for your quality of life. If this content helped you in any way, how about giving back by helping more people to see this truth? Like this video, share it with your friends and family, especially those who are already over 60. And take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, that way you'll receive more practical tips on health, nutrition, and well-being, straight from reliable sources and always with accessible explanations. This is a simple but powerful way to spread knowledge and encourage healthy habits. And tell me here in the comments, which of these vitamins do you suspect is missing in your daily routine? Have you felt any of the symptoms we discussed? Your experience can help others notice signs they didn't even know existed. And if you still have any questions or want to know more about this topic, leave it down below. Who knows, maybe the next video will be inspired by your question? After all, taking care of your vision is seeing beyond the obvious.